Hey, what is up, everyone? I am here to give you a video on the newest game that's going to be coming out in 2 weeks. Um, 2 weeks. It only comes out, though, in 2 weeks if you get it on the Xbox 360 or the PS3. Um, and it comes out on October 28th, 2014. However, if you get it for the Xbox One and the PS4, it comes out on November 18th, 2014. And this game, you can tell from the title, is called WWE 2K15. And that's good. This is going to be a awesome game, it looks like. Last week, since it's coming out in 2 weeks, I figured that these next 3 weeks I would give you a video on what's going to happen in the game. Last week I talked to you about the 2K Showcase mode, where you got to play throughout people's rivalries. This week I'm going to talk to you about something that you can only play on the Xbox One and the PS4 when it comes out on November 18th, 2014. I am going to talk to you about the My Career mode. The NBA series, well, at least NBA 2K14 had this concept. And I only know that because Adam from CM Brothers played through that mode, and had the game, and he would play that mode. And I'm not really too sure how that goes because I don't play sports games or watch sports. However, for WWE 2K15, they're gonna do a career mode, and I have an article here. I'm not really gonna explain it too much. I'm gonna go through this article, and I'm not really gonna read through everything, but I am going to read what's gonna happen when you play this. So, and it will explain everything, and I'll give my thoughts as I go along. This person just talked about how he would make his perfect wrestling thing, and he talks about how the WWE 2K15's My Career mode made me smile, such a smile, because for the first time that I can remember in the history of virtual wrestling, that's how exactly he says it, whether you win or lose, it's only as important as how good of a show you're putting on. Let's get some facts straight. Then he wants to get the facts straight. My career can only be played with a created superstar wrestler only. And it says, and it has you starting out at the NXT Performance Center. That's where usually you would start out if you came up to the main WWE mainstream. And it's in Orlando, Florida. And it's where Bill DeMont, how I know him by, I think he was a wrestler before, but I know him because he was a trainer for Tough Enough in 2011. And that's really the only way I know him by. It's pretty much the only way. And then it says he yells at you a lot from there. It's a ride to the NXT show, the main WWE roster, various pay-per-views, and perhaps eventually championship gold. So that's pretty much it. You go on NXT, the WWE main roster, and then you eventually come to go on to pay-per-views, and then you win championship gold. And then the thing is, that ride can be either explosively fast, like for example Brock Lesnar's career, where he was in 2002, he just started out, just came in, he was just a rookie, he only squashed people, and then he went on to beat The Rock at SummerSlam to become the new WWE Undisputed Champion, the youngest WWE Undisputed Champion. And then or it can be like a case where it's a Sheamus came in, he just started wrestling on ECW, and then he went on to Raw and beat John Cena at TLC in a tables match to become the new WWE Champion. So it could be that case. But what else? But it says outrageously long, which means that you couldn't get the title. Like Christian was in the WWE for a while. I think he was in like 1999, 1998ish, and he didn't get the world title. Well, actually, not title until 2011. So that's a long time. Edge, same thing, but he didn't get the title, the main title, until 2006. So it could be long. But then it says this, and there's other examples in there. It says, and ultimately it may never lead exactly where you want it to go. So that means either you can probably just get released like a Yoshitatsu did, or a Drew McIntyre did, where he started out hot and then he ended up just going nowhere. So that's really where it could lead to. Um, and then it says, and that's what I found most promising about my career. Its lengthy and overall nature, uh, up to you how you choose to play your character as opposed to your win-loss record. Once you've gone through the basics and you made your way out of the Performance Center and into the NXT TV podcast, your progress is based on your social media fan base. Your job, just like any current WWE superstar, is to entertain the fans. And as you well know, winning all of your matches and entertaining people are not always the thing. And then says it says this: over a long period of time, winning every match might be enough to get you over, but even a loss can be great for your career because each match you win is rated on things like move variety, memorable moments, back and forth, momentum swings, and overall drama. Which he explains in a second. So you're good enough at the game's mechanics to squash John Cena in 2 minutes, flat using the same uh, move over and over. That's nice. My 15-minute long loss, where we both kicked out of multiple finishers at the 2.9999 count, is the match fans want to see though. So expect me to land on a pay-per-view card well before you. So that makes a lot of sense. Like Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25 had an amazing match. It was near fall finishes, but the main event was Triple H versus Randy Orton, and that match was and the match that actually happened was way better before that. So that's all I have to say there. Um, if you put it on 5-star matches though, on the regular, your experiences is going to be different depending on the decisions you make in ring and out. Storylines, rivalries, and alliances aren't really random, but they are dynamic based on how much of a heel or face you are. However you are with the fans and how previous storylines have worked out for you. Did you give Daniel Bryan props on Twitter? Did you smash Roman Reigns into an exposed turnbuckle? Those kinds of things can result in a different path in an ever-branching system of the events. There is no fail state and there's no restart in a match if it isn't going the way you want it. Ooh, I kind of like that. So you can't restart matches. You live with every decision, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Then it says, my career also functions as a sort of RPG grind for creative wrestlers. Good in-ring performances net you skill points to raise the multitude of attributes you have. The catch is that different attributes will have a hard selling based on the class of wrestlers you've chosen. You can rise the maximum levels on attribute at a time by spending virtual currency or VC. Um, which you earn from hidden career milestones and achievements. This sum currency allows you to hire managers of varying ability, holding training sessions with other superstars to learn um, their movesets and much more. You may end up wanting to grind in my career mode to make your created wrestler a total beast rather than trying to make get to the end as fast as possible. And then it says, maybe the coolest feature ever of my career, though, is that there are storylines that incorporate the cause of people on your friends list. You can opt out, but if you don't, you may be suddenly attacked by a friend's wrestler under the CPU's control. It's a neat idea that keeps my career feeling like a uniquely crafted story rather than a stacked one. And then it talks to you about November 14th feels like it's too long to wait, which it really well, it is. But it's nice, my career to get, but it's nice to know that when I do, I'll be doing that. Than just win more than just winning a series of matches until a belt magically appears around my waist. The best wrestling matches are the ones that tell stories, and by tasking players with building a fan base instead of just winning, WWE 2K15 provides incentive to do exactly that. There was more of a story, how in NXT, how if you're in the developmental, Bill DeMott trained you, and he gives you all this stuff to do and you have to do it. And then in NXT, you feud with like Corey Graves, Sami Zayn, Adrian Neville, and stuff like that. And then on the main roster, you go into these storylines, and like he says, wherever you go, decide. So if you become a heel, you just are a heel. If you're a face, you're a face. And I really like this. I've always wanted a story like this. They had them, I heard, in past games, but I'm glad they have it on this game because I'm sick and tired of just replaying past views like the 2K showcase mode. Like, not that I don't like it, but I like this better. I think I'm gonna probably end up liking this better than the 2K showcase mode. And I like the I like the I like the 30 years of WrestleMania mode, but it was just felt like I was just playing past stuff. So I'm glad I get to play for this though, and I can't wait to get this till this game comes for the Xbox One, anyways. And the 360. I just can't wait in general. I can't wait to play this game, and I can't wait. WWE 2K15 looks like it's going to be a really fun game to play, and this is going to be like a nice chained up of experience, and you're going to see a lot of Let's Plays for this game. Every single thing you see I play, I will film. On like a certain file anyways. And I can't wait. That's pretty much it, guys. You can subscribe to this channel and all the other channels down below, and you can also add all my Facebooks and my Snapchat and stuff, and my Instagram. And remember, if you want to see me do TNA reviews again, or if you don't, there's a status on Facebook. You can comment saying, do you want to see me do TNA reviews again? And you can comment on that status. And I won't be doing TNA reviews. If you say no, I won't be doing TNA reviews anytime soon. And if you say yes, I'll be doing TNA reviews. So that's pretty much it, guys. All I have to say is peace out. And by the way, you have till tomorrow. Just comment on that status.